going to discuss some balancing method in ion electron process. Now how it goes when the reaction is given Sn plus 4 plus Fe plus 2 gives Fe plus 3 and Sn plus 2. How we can do it? A balanced reaction. First of all, you need to know the change, you need to observe the changes occurs. Here Sn goes from plus 4 to plus 2 state. Number of oxidation number decreases. Oxidation number decreases means the process is reduction, and to from Sn plus 2 from Sn plus 4 it has to accept 2 electrons. So when Sn plus 4 accepts 2 electrons, Sn plus 2 ion is formed. The process is called reduction. When the oxidation number increases, it is oxidation, and the oxidation number decreases, it is reduction. And when Fe plus 2, and if there is a reduction, there must be some oxidation also. Oxidation reduction occurs simultaneously. That's why the process, the reaction is called redox reaction. Red comes from reduction and oxidation, and ox comes from oxidation. As in reduction process, electrons, the species is accepting electrons. There must be someone which will give the electrons, as no free electrons is there. So these 2 electrons comes from, of course, Fe plus 2. Now Fe plus 2 converts into Fe plus 3 by losing only 1 electron. Okay, now to balance the electron, you have to multiply the whole reaction by 2. 2 Fe plus 2 minus 2 electrons, 2 Fe plus 3. Now the electrons are balanced, and you just need to add on the spaces or ions. So in the left hand side it is Sn plus 4 plus 2 Fe plus 2, and in right hand side it is Sn plus 2 and 2 Fe plus 3. This is the overall reaction, and the reaction is well balanced. You can see. Okay, now next we'll consider some reactions by potassium dichromate or potassium permanganate in acid medium. First, you need to know what happens when potassium dichromate, when potassium dichromate is added in an acid medium. Acid medium may be from sulfuric acid or hydrochloric acid. So potassium dichromate K2Cr2O7 plus I minus or Fe plus 2 plus H plus. H plus means the acid medium. H plus cannot be may not be given, and the product, you need to write the product your own self, and here it is given in acidic medium. Okay, in acidic medium. So what happens when potassium dichromate in acid medium? Potassium dichromate ionizes to Cr2O7 2 minus. Now you need to calculate the oxidation number of chromium. Let the oxidation number of chromium is X. Okay, for 2 chromium atoms it is 2x. For each oxygen is carrying a minus 2 negative charge. We know oxide ions comes from H2O. Hydrogen has plus 1 oxidation state, so it is plus 2. So oxygen has minus 2 oxidation state. And in 7 oxygen or oxide ion, there will be plus minus 2 into 7 as a whole. Okay, and the overall charge is minus 2. Now 2x minus plus minus minus 14 equals to minus 2, or 2x equals to minus 14 becomes plus 14 minus 2, or x equals to plus 6. So the oxidation state of chromium here is plus 6. Now you need to know that in acid medium, dichromate turns into chromium ion Cr plus 3. Chromium from plus 6 oxidation state converts into plus 3 oxidation state. Since here 2 chromium is present, we multiplied this chromium plus 3 by 2. Okay, so this is the change. Now the total number of electrons that is accepted by dichromate ion, you need to calculate. Here for each chromium it is plus 6. For 2 chromium it is plus 12. So from plus 12 oxidation state, chromium turns into For each chromium it is plus 3. For 2 chromium it is total of plus 6. So the net oxidation state is from plus 2 to plus 6. So oxidation number decreases, that means electrons are accepted. Electrons are accepted by dichromate ion. Now how many electrons? From plus 2 to plus 6, that means 6 electrons are accepted or gained by dichromate ion to form chromium plus 3 ion. Okay, now here 7 oxygen atoms are there, but no oxygen is present here. So 7 oxygen atoms are removed by H plus ion as water. Okay, 7 oxygen atoms forms 7H2O. Each H2O carrying 1 oxygen. So to remove 7 oxygen by H plus 7 H2O will be formed. Now to form 7H2O, the amount of H plus ion, the number of H plus ions required is 7 to the 14 H plus. So the overall reaction is dichromate. I am writing again, Cr2O7 2 minus plus 14H plus 6 electrons forms 2 Cr plus 3 plus 7H2O. Okay, this is the overall reaction, this is the overall change, or this is the reduction of dichromate into chromium plus 3 ion. Now let us consider the oxidation process. One is reduced, so the other must be oxidized, because in a redox reaction one is reduced and the other is oxidized. Okay, so Fe plus 2 must, this 6 electrons comes from Fe plus 2, right? Because no free electrons is there. If dichromate ion is accepting electrons, there must be someone who will give that 6 electrons from each Fe plus 2. Fe plus 2, we know Fe plus 2 has 2 oxidation state, Fe plus 2 and plus 3. This is ferrous and this is ferric. Since this is reduction, that must be oxidized, that is Fe plus 2, the oxidation number of Fe plus 2 must be increased. So when it increases to Fe plus 3, the number of electrons removed is 1. So Fe plus 2 releases 1 electron to form Fe plus 3. Now how can we balance these 6 electrons? Just by multiplying this equation by 6. So 6 Fe plus 2 will release 6 electrons to form 6 Fe plus 3. Now the electrons are balanced. Now you need to just add on the species, the reactants and the products. So in left hand side there is dichromate ion Cr2O7 2 minus plus 6 Fe plus 2 plus 14H plus gives. In the right hand side the products are 2 chromium plus 3 plus 6 Fe plus 3 plus उल्टा दिख रहा है, why this? Let me check why this is. सॉरी, वेरी सॉरी, उल्टा दिख रहा है। क्यों उल्टा दिख रहा है? उल्टा तो दिखना नहीं चाहिए। अब ठीक है क्या? तो 7H2O क्या अभी भी उल्टा ही दिख रहा है? प्लीज समवन प्लीज कमेंट, ये क्या अभी भी उल्टा ही दिख रहा है? So it's not expected, very sorry.